Ever wondered how flowers can transform your front yard or patio into a breathtaking oasis? Just imagine stepping outside to a riot of color, the scent of fresh blooms filling the air, and the hum of bees going about their day. Flowers are nature's paintbrush, adding life, beauty, and a touch of magic to any space. They can turn the mundane into the magnificent, the dull into the divine. So buckle up, green thumbs and budding gardeners, as we unravel the secrets to creating your own floral paradise. First up, we delve into design ideas that will help you make the most of your outdoor space. Whether you have a sprawling front yard or a cozy patio, there's a floral design that's perfect for you. Let's start with small spaces. A compact patio or a narrow yard might seem challenging, but with the right approach you can turn it into a floral haven. Vertical gardens are a fantastic solution. Think lush green walls adorned with cascading blooms. Or consider container gardening. From vibrant geraniums in rustic pots to exotic orchids in sleek modern planters, the possibilities are endless. For medium-sized spaces, consider creating a focal point. A beautiful rose arch, a bed of colorful tulips, or a statement tree surrounded by low-growing flowers can draw the eye and give your space a sense of structure. Remember to balance your blooms. Mix and match heights, textures, and colors for a stunning visual effect. If you're lucky enough to have a large front yard, why not create different zones? You could have a wildflower meadow in one area, a structured formal garden in another, and perhaps a peaceful spot with shade-loving flowers under a tree. The key is to create a sense of flow and unity, and always consider the view from your home. Speaking of views, don't overlook the power of window boxes. They can transform your home's exterior and give you a mini garden to admire from inside. But what if you're in a city with a harsh climate? Rock gardens with hardy succulents or a collection of desert roses could be just the ticket. And remember, even if you live in a high-rise, a balcony filled with pots of blooming flowers can become your private sanctuary. Style is another important factor. From a modern minimalist garden with sculptural plants and a restrained color palette, to a cottage garden bursting with flowers of every hue, the choice is yours. Just make sure it reflects your personality and complements your home's architecture. Remember, the key to a successful design is to consider your space, your style, and your local climate. So, ready to transform your outdoor space into a floral paradise? Now that we've covered design, let's move on to flower selection. Choosing the right blooms for your space is like picking the perfect paint for an artist's canvas. It's all about color, texture, and growth habits. Just like in a masterpiece, each element should complement the others, creating a harmonious spectacle that pleases the senses. Let's start with color. Some garden enthusiasts prefer a monochromatic scheme, choosing flowers in varying shades of a single color. This creates a soothing, elegant look. Others opt for a complementary color scheme, selecting blooms in colors that sit opposite each other on the color wheel, like purple and yellow. This contrast produces a vibrant, lively garden. But color isn't the only factor. Texture plays a crucial role too. Smooth petals, spiky leaves, delicate ferns, rough bark. The variety is endless. Mixing textures adds depth and interest to your garden, preventing it from looking flat or monotonous. Now, onto growth habits. This is about how a plant grows. Does it climb, trail, or form a mound? Climbers, like roses or clematis, are perfect for walls and trellises. Trailing plants, such as petunias or lobelias, cascade beautifully over the edges of pots and hanging baskets. Mounded plants like marigolds or geraniums work well in beds and borders. Choosing the right flowers also depends on your specific needs and conditions. Do you have a sunny or shady space? Is your soil sandy, clay, or loamy? Some flowers like sunflowers need lots of sun, while others like hostas thrive in shade. Similarly, certain plants prefer a particular type of soil. Consider the bloom time of your chosen flowers. Do you want a burst of color in spring, a summer-long display, or a fall finale? By choosing a mix of early, mid, and late bloomers, you can enjoy a continuous show of flowers from spring to fall. Lastly, don't forget about size. Small flowers can get lost in a large yard while tall ones can overwhelm a tiny patio. Choosing the right flowers is an art, but with a little knowledge and a lot of love, you can create a vibrant, thriving garden. So ready to paint your own floral canvas? The blooms are waiting. Once you've chosen your flowers, it's time to get them in the ground. But before you grab your trowel and start digging, there are a few things we need to cover. Let's start with soil preparation. The soil is the foundation of your garden, and each flower has its own ideal soil conditions. Typically, well-draining soil rich in organic matter is a safe bet for most flowers. You can improve your soil structure by adding compost or well-rotted manure. Now, let's move on to planting techniques. Dig a hole that's twice as wide and just as deep as the root ball of your plant. Place the plant in the hole, making sure the top of the root ball is level with the soil surface. Then, fill in around the root ball with soil, firming it gently as you go. Remember not to plant too deep or too shallow. Watering is the next important step. After planting, give your flowers a good soak. This helps settle the soil around the roots and ensures your plants have a good start. But, be careful not to overwater. Too much water can lead to root rot and other problems. And finally, let's talk about initial care. Just like us, plants need some time to adjust to their new home. In the first few weeks after planting, keep an eye on your flowers. They may need a little extra water or shade until they get established. Now a quick recap: prepare your soil by adding organic matter. Dig a hole twice as wide and as deep as the root ball of your plant. Water your plants well after planting, but avoid overwatering. And remember to give your flowers some extra care in the first few weeks. With these planting tips, you're well on your way to a blossoming garden. Remember, the key to a successful garden is patience and care. So take your time, enjoy the process, and soon you'll be rewarded with a stunning display of flowers right on your front yard or patio. A beautiful garden requires ongoing care. Let's talk about maintenance. To keep your floral paradise blooming and vibrant, ongoing care is crucial. It's not just about planting the right flowers, it's about nurturing them, treating them with the love they need to flourish. Let's start with watering. Hydration is essential to all living things, and flowers are no exception. However, not all flowers require the same amount of water. Some blossoms, like marigolds and geraniums, are drought-tolerant, while others, like primroses and astilbe, love moisture. The key is understanding the needs of your specific flowers and adjusting your watering schedule accordingly. Now that you're equipped with the knowledge, the transformation awaits. Picture this: your front yard or patio, once a blank canvas, now brimming with vibrant hues and textures. Imagine the rush of pride as your neighbors pause to admire your floral paradise, and the tranquility of sipping your morning coffee amidst a symphony of blooming beauty. Consider the possibilities that lie within a seed, a bulb, or a young plant. Each holds the potential to bring life, color, and joy to your outdoor spaces. From the delicate elegance of a tulip to the bold vibrancy of marigolds, or the timeless charm of roses, each flower plays its part in the grand design. Think about the seasons changing, and with them, your garden. The soft pastels of spring blossoms give way to the rich, deep tones of summer. Autumn brings a rustic palette of oranges and reds before winter ushers in its quiet beauty. Your garden is not just a static picture, it's a living, breathing, evolving work of art. Reflect on how you, with a bit of soil, some patience, and a lot of love, have the power to create something truly magical. You are not just a gardener, you are an artist, a creator, a life giver. Remember, your outdoor space is an extension of your home, a reflection of your personality. It deserves to be adorned with the same care and attention you give to your indoor spaces. Unlock the full potential of your outdoor spaces with the simple beauty of flowers. Start your transformation today.